in a comfortable seated position, just a nice cross-legged seated position, maybe rock side to side. And either your palms facing down on your thighs or facing up to receive. A slight tuck of the chin, and begin to close the eyes. Come inside your body, taking this time to leave anything that is not serving you or going to serve you in this practice outside of this space. Taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling up the bottom of your belly, coming up to the top of your chest, holding for a moment at the top. With an open mouth exhale, let it all go. Begin to notice your breath, the length between the inhales and the exhales. With no judgment, just noticing. Noticing any places you might be holding on to tension, maybe in your jaw, between your brows. And releasing and letting all the muscles in the face relax. Taking a deep inhale, filling up for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding for a moment at the top. With an open mouth exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more full breaths just like that, filling up, expanding through the rib cage, holding and pausing for a moment at the top. With an open mouth exhale. Last deep breath, inhale, filling up, taking the longest pause that you have so far, and letting it all go. Begin to seal your lips, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, engaging our Ujjayi pranayama, and making the sound of the ocean in the back of your throat. Imagining beautiful waves as you're seated by a beach, and mimicking the sound that the waves make with your breath. Take a moment to find an intention for this practice, something personal to you. On your next round of inhalation, begin to flutter the eyes to open. Inhale, bringing the arms high up overhead, biceps by the ears, shoulders relaxing down and away from your ears. Inhale for a bit more space, one more sip of air. As you exhale, taking your left hand to the top of your right thigh and your right hand behind your sits bones, we'll take a gentle seated twist. Still breathing in through the nose and out through the nose if it feels comfortable. And just noticing the lengths of the inhalations to the exhalations. One more deep breath here. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, coming back to the center, biceps by the ears, shoulders away. Pull the rib cage in and allow your tailbone to fall heavy towards the ground. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, find a bit more length and space through the spine. And then as you exhale, we do a gentle seated spinal twist to the opposite side. With the right hand on top of the left thigh, the left hand behind your back. Sitting up nice and tall. Imagining with each inhalation you find space between each vertebrae, and with each exhalation you find a bit more depth in the twist. Inhale, we come back to center. As you exhale, palms will meet together, coming to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, we sweep the arms back up, biceps by the ears. And we move breath to movement. Exhale, we twist back over. Left hand to the top of the right thigh. Right hand behind your sits bones. Inhale, we come back to the center. Biceps by the ears. Exhale, twist the opposite direction. Inhale, we come back to the center. And as we exhale, palms meet together in our heart space. Beautiful. Taking a moment, finding your way to tabletop. And then we'll spread the palms directly underneath the shoulders. Our index finger will face front, our thumbs facing in. Pull the biceps forward so the eye of the elbow faces front. That way, if you bend the elbows, it's as if you're scratching your ribs with your elbows. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the toes, round, press the earth away into your cat pose. Really round the top of that spine. Find that mobility. Inhale through cow pose. And exhale, tuck the toes, round, press the earth away. Last round. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And exhale, tuck the toes, round, press the earth away. Finding your way back to a neutral tabletop, tucking the left toes, lengthening the right leg behind you and keeping it tucked. You're going to rock forward and back, just stretching out through that calf. 2 full rounds of breath here. Keeping your navel pulled into the spine, not dumping into that low back, but really keeping the core nice and active. 1 more full breath. And finding stillness, take a deep inhale. We lengthen and lift that right leg. Think both hip bones facing the earth, so you're not outwardly rotating, but both hip bones face down like a warrior 3 with the navel engaged. Beginning to add a little tiny pulse as the toes are flexed back towards your face, engaging into your glute, your hamstring, really pressing it through for the count of 5. Little pulses for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, we find length, we find space. As we exhale, knee comes into nose, tiger, modified tiger's pose. Inhale, re-lengthen. Exhale, tiger's pose. We'll do 3 more with the round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, we find length. And as we exhale, we bring the knee back to the ground. Maybe wag the tail side to side. And then coming back into your neutral tabletop, re-engage the core, both hip bones face the earth. We're going to tuck the opposite toes this time. Inhale, lengthen the left leg back and begin to rock forward. Staying in tune with the breath. Taking as slow or as fast bounces as your calf desires. Another deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Pulling the navel into the spine. Inhale, engaging through the core, flexing the foot, lengthening that left leg. Begin to add gentle pulses. Again, making sure that the shoulders are over the wrists. Space between the shoulder blades. For the count of 5. Little isometric pulses for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we find length, we find space. As we exhale, knee to nose, modified tiger's pose. Inhale, we find length. Exhale, we round. 3 more rounds of breath. Inhale, find length and space, lengthening that leg. Exhale, tiger's pose. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale, lengthening that left leg as you exhale, bringing it back and then wagging your tail side to side. Tucking both toes, we'll sit our sits bones back towards our heels. Make sure that the pinky toe is engaged. And then we're going to inhale, circle sweep the arms, and spread the fingers nice and wide. Opening and closing, we're gonna warm up our forearms for the count of 8, 7, nice and fast for 6, come on forearms, we've got this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Interlacing the fingers, and we're just gonna roll through the rest, making little figure 8s for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shaking out the wrist. Coming back to that tabletop, let's pat the shoelace side of the feet just to release that foot stretch. Taking your knees as wide as the mat, we're going to send the sits bones back to a child's pose. Reaching the forearms forward and attaching the forehead to the mat. Taking 3 full rounds of breath here. Again, coming back to our intention, our original motivation for our class. Deep inhalations with deep exhalations. One more full round of breath, really filling up, finding that space. And as you let go, releasing all of that tension. On your next round of inhalation, picking up your right hand, we'll place it on top of the left and walk it to the far left side of our space, opening through that right side body. Imagine that your lung is a balloon and you really fill that balloon, spreading the air between the ribs, finding that stretch, that lengthening sensation from the right pinky all the way down that right side body. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, we come back to the center of our space. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, lifting the left hand this time and walking it to the far right side of our space. With the left hand on top of the right, we begin to find that same stretch, that same lengthening sensation on the opposite side body. Never holding our breath. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, we come back to the center of our space, staying and holding for the exhale. Sliding the palms underneath the shoulders, guiding your way into a tabletop position. In our tabletop position, we're going to go into a puppy pose. So you want to keep your hips directly over the knees. We're going to begin to walk the hands forward and then slowly begin to lower the chest. Maybe keeping the chin looking straight forward, should that feel okay on your neck. Really opening through our heart chakras. Imagining a beautiful green light in the center of our chest. Deep inhale, finding that length, finding that space, and opening through the chest. With an open mouth, exhale. Another deep inhale, filling up, filling up. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly begin to guide your way back into a tabletop position. And then we'll meet in a downward facing dog, tucking the toes, lifting the sits bones high, maybe pedaling out through the feet. Imagine your shoulder blades coming away from your ears. The sits bones nice and high to the sky with your chest getting as close to the thighs as you possibly can. That is comfortable in your body. Taking a little bit more movement for 2 full rounds of breath. Just waking up the hamstrings. Another deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Finding stillness in your downward facing dog, we'll take a deep inhale through the nose. Stay hold for the exhale. Walking your hands back to meet your feet with a gentle bend into the knees. We'll grab opposite elbows, sway side to side, releasing in your low back. Finding that opening and length behind the hamstrings. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Finding stillness with a gentle bend into the knees, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time until we make our way to standing, with our head being the final thing to arrive. Shoulders rolled back, palms face forward, maybe close up the eyes, feeling your body nice and lengthened and grounded, standing tall with confidence. One more deep inhale in our mountain pose, with an open mouth exhale. On our next round of inhalation, gentle bend into the knees. Inhale, circle sweep the arms, biceps by the ears. Extended mountain pose, a slight gaze towards the top of this room. As we exhale, engaging through the glutes, and we'll take a gentle back bend, a gentle cactus back bend, lifting that heart space. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to the shins, roll the shoulders back, engage through the core, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. A gentle bend into the knees, engaging through the core. Inhale, reverse swan dive, palms meet overhead, and as we exhale, they come into heart center. We'll move breath to movement. Inhale, arms sweep up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, cactus, lift the heart, squeeze the glutes to protect the low back. Inhale, we re-extend, lifting the kneecaps, keeping the quads engaged. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Engaging through the core. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Palms meet together overhead. And coming down to heart center, exhale. One more time, breath to movement. Inhale, arm circle sweep. Engaging through the core. Exhale, cactus back bend a little bit deeper this time. Still really protecting that low back by engaging the glutes. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reset the spine. Exhale, forward fold. 3 full rounds of breath in this forward fold. Maybe you keep your palms planted onto blocks. Maybe the palms by either foot. Maybe your palms wrap behind your heels. Trying to compress the torso towards the top of the thighs while releasing through that cervical spine. One more full round of breath. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Resetting the spine. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, walk the hands out into a plank position. Shoulders directly over the wrists, squeezing through the glutes. Imagine you're on the highest part of the balls of your feet, core, belly button pulling in, and not collapsing between the shoulder blades, but pressing and engaging through the rhomboid muscle. Holding for 5. You've got it. Eye of the elbow facing front for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, shift forward a few inches. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, untuck the toes, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Open mouth, exhale, downward facing dog. One full round of breath here. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, the right leg will sweep high, three-legged dog. As you exhale, knee to nose, tiger's pose. Round and feel that length and engagement in the rhomboid muscle. Pull the navel into the spine. Inhale, lengthen and extend. Exhale, tiger's pose. Two more. Inhale, find length, find space. Exhale, we round. Last one, deep inhale. And exhale, holding here for 5. You've got it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the foot in between the palms, rising to stand. Inhale, full crescent lunge. Imagining that the knee is directly over the heel and not going beyond. So you don't want to have the knee going further than the toe. You want to keep the joints nice and stacked. Both hips facing forward, pushing and finding length through that left leg. Pull the navel into the spine. Deep inhale, maybe lift the gaze. As you exhale, taking a gentle twist. Left fingertips towards the front, right fingertips towards the back. Really engage and pull up through that left quad. One full round of breath. Inhale, full crescent. Exhale, fly it forward. And really, again, come back to that idea of the knee staying over that heel. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, open it out, warrior 2. The knife edge of the foot is 90 degrees towards the short edge of the mat. Keeping the hips rotated, I like to imagine that my back is against a pane of glass. Engage through the triceps. Gaze over the right fingertips. You've got this. Strong, beautiful, and handsome warriors. One more full round of breath. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, reach forward, shift the torso. As you exhale, extended side angle. Maybe taking the forearm towards the top of the right thigh. Or maybe for a little additional challenge, reaching that arm down. Again, finding that length from the left fingertips all the way down that left side body. Lifting through that left kneecap to engage the quad. One more full round of breath. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, we reverse the warrior. Think about your rib cage coming a bit forward, so it's not a back bend, but really opening through that side body. Straightening the leg as you exhale, going into our pyramid pose. Inhale, we reverse the triangle. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, burst open, toes outwardly rotated, heels facing in. As we exhale, coming into a gentle horse squat. Think about keeping a nice outward rotated leg. Press into the pinky edge of the feet to keep this beautiful outward rotation. Pull the navel into the spine, and we'll add a few pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom, one full round of breath. Inhale, rise to stand. All 10 toes face forward. As we exhale, Prasarita, forward fold. 3 full rounds of breath here. Taking this time to really find that stretch. So if inversions are in your practice, we'll take it on the second round of our Prasarita forward fold. So for right now, really indulge this backside body stretch. Maybe take your hands through the legs to intensify the sensation. A deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more breaths. Engaging through the core, coming into the fingertips, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, reset the spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, we fold. Taking our hands to our waist, engaging through our core. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. As we exhale, open back out to warrior two. One full round of breath. On our next round of exhalation, cartwheel the palms. Turn the left toes facing front. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 full rounds of breath here. Really pressing the sits bones towards the sky. Feet about hips width distance apart. Shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, tiger's pose, knees to nose. Space between the rhomboid muscle, really round that spine. Inhale, three-leg dog. Exhale, tiger. 3 more. Deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, finding length, finding space. Exhale, we crunch. Last one, inhale. And exhale, we hold for 5, 4, you've got this for 3, 2, 1. Place that foot in between the palms, keeping the hips facing forward. Deep inhale, rise to stand, crescent lunge. Think about that left knee staying stacked over that left heel. Pull up through the core. If you need a gentle bend in the back leg to make it so that that tailbone is heavy towards the earth, definitely listen to your body. Inhale, lengthen space. As we exhale, spinal little twist. Right fingers towards the front of the room, left fingers towards the back of the room. 1 full round of breath here. Inhale, back to center. As we exhale, open it out, warrior two. Right foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Press into that left pinky toe, keeping that outward rotation with the hips. The torso is like you're pressing against a wall or a glass window. And then we turn the gaze over the fingertips. Deep inhale. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, reach the left fingertips forward, reach that torso. Exhale, extended side angle. Taking any version of your choice, any variation, that should feel good. Inhale, we reverse our warrior. Again, come back to that rib cage, not a back bend, but an opening through the side. So imagine that you're taking your rib cage forward before you go back. Fingertips down the leg or bound behind the back. Straightening that left leg. Take a deep inhale as you exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, burst open, falling star. Heels facing in, toes facing out. As you exhale, gentle horse squat. Holding it here, pressing into the pinky edges of the toes. Coming nice and deep. Again, knees stacked over the heels. Pulsing it out for 8, 7, 6. Find that strength. Find that focus. Come back to the breath. Last 3, 2, 1. Inhale, burst open. All 10 toes face forward. Front cross, Arita, forward fold. In this second forward fold, if inversions are in your practice, now is the time to play. We'll be here for 5 rounds of breath. Taking a deep inhales, deep exhales. One more deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. If you're inverted, slowly making your way back to your Prasarita forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, reset the spine, engage through the core. Lengthen through the cervical spine, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Taking your hands to the waist, engaging through the core. Inhale, reverse swan dive. As you exhale, back to your warrior two. Maybe taking it a bit deeper. Still keeping that knee stacked over the heel. One more full round of breath. Strong, powerful warrior twos. On your next round of exhalation, cartwheel the hands and flow through your vinyasa. Inhaling, left leg comes high. Exhale, shift forward, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Open mouth, exhale, downward facing dog. You can stay here or you can choose to take a child's pose. 3 full rounds of breath. Maybe you take a sip of water. Maybe you stay within and just breathe in the downward dog. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for your exhale. If you're in a child's pose, slowly making your way, meeting us in downward dog. We will flow breath to movement. Inhale, right leg sweeps high, 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger's pose. Inhale, 3-leg dog. Exhale, tiger. Going for 3, 2, 1, and placing that foot in between the palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, gentle twist. Left fingertips front, right fingertips back. Lift and firm through that left leg. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, straighten the leg, pyramid pose. Or triangle pose. I think it's triangle pose. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, burst, open, falling star. Exhale, horse squat. Inhale, burst back, open, all 10 toes face front. Exhale, Prasarita forward fold. 3 full rounds of breath in the forward fold. Deep inhalations, deep exhalations. Again, deep inhale, fill up, fill up. Open mouth, exhale. Engaging through the core. Inhale, we rise to stand. Exhale, warrior two. Stay hold for 1 round of breath. On your next round of exhalation, cartwheel the hands and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One full round of breath. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, tiger. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, tiger. 3 more for 3, 2, 1. Left foot in between the palms. Make sure the knee is stacked. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, we twist. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips back. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, shift forward and extend. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Lengthening and straightening that left leg. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, we reverse the triangle. Stay hold for the exhale. Inhale, burst open, falling star, toes pointing out, heels in. Exhale, horse squat. Inhale, reburst open, extend. All 10 toes face forward this time, parallel. Exhale, prasarita. 2 full rounds of breath here. Engaging through the core. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, warrior 2. On your next round of exhalation, cartwheeling the palms and flowing through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, shoulder heads back. Lifting up through the kneecap, squeeze the glutes, protect the low back. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 full rounds of breath in this downward dog. Bending into the knees and coming into a child's pose. Take a moment, recenter, reground, calm the breath. One more deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Two more full rounds of breath in our child's pose, just because it feels so luscious and amazing. And whenever you're ready, slowly making your way to your seat. All right, it's not a Kristen class without some core. So here it is, we're gonna do it. Sitting up nice and tall, feet about hips width distance apart, lifting the chest. Inhale, bring the biceps by the ears. Exhale, you're gonna round, bring your chin to your chest, barely float your shoulder blades off the mat. Take a deep inhale at the back of the space. Exhale, lifting all the way up. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, pull it up. We're gonna go for 8, 7, slight tuck of the chin as you go back so you're not straining in your neck. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, taking it all the way back, shoulders stay floated off the mat. Pull the navel into the spine, keep your chin towards your chest, looking down the bridge of the nose. Bring your heels closer to your sits bones, turn your palms facing up, begin to pulse the hands. As you begin to pulse the hands, imagine your belly button snapping even tighter towards your spine. We're gonna go for 8, still breathing, don't hold your breath. 7, 6, 5, keep it going, you've got this. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your chin towards your chest, little crunch. Tiny isometric, little tiny pulses. Really pull the navel into your spine. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lay the torso all the way back. Pull the navel into the spine. Bring both feet, lengthening, lifting the knees, keeping the knees over the hips into a tabletop. Take a deep inhale through your nose. As you exhale, lift the shoulders off the mat. Pull that navel into the spine. We're going to pump the hands again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock side to side. Neutralizing through the spine. And then finding stillness, taking your hands behind your hamstrings, rock and roll your way to seated. Once, twice, or 3 times. Coming all the way up to a seated position. Sitting your sits bones towards the back of your mat, we're going to take our feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart. Here is the time, if you have a bolster, we're going to grab our bolster or pillow or any props, maybe yoga blocks, and you're going to turn your bolster onto the side. Bring it nice and close as possible. Flex the toes back towards the face, and we're just going to round forward onto the bolster. Forehead relaxing onto the bolster, and just sending breath. Sending beautiful, loving energy to our hamstrings, the connective tissue towards the calves, the Achilles tendons. Slowing down the breath. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Slowly rounding your way all the way back up to a seated position. Go ahead and bend the knees, maybe windshield wiper the legs side to side, have the bolster there for moral and emotional support. And then we're going to go ahead and take this bolster and put it right behind us, right to where the low back meets the floor. We're going to come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, a reclined butterfly pose. Soles of the feet come together to touch. And then you're slowly going to lay back. We're going to open our arms out to the side to get that beautiful stretch through the front of the chest. Maybe close up the eyes. Sending breath, life, and love to our bodies, all of the beautiful things that our bodies do for us each and every day. Still breathing with intention. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. Taking your palms on the outside of the thighs and guiding the knees together, rocking side to side. And then falling off of the bolster off to one side, we'll push the bolster away. On the back, bringing the knees back into the chest, rock side to side. And finding stillness, planting the feet onto the mat, knees bent, heels close to the sits bones. Inhale, bring your right leg and figure four across the left thigh. Keeping that right knee outwardly rotated, we're going to bring the left leg towards our torso and take the hands through the little tunnel, interlacing the fingers behind that left hamstring. The right elbow will press into that right thigh to keep that outward rotation, and then pull the left leg closer towards the chest. Getting a nice, beautiful glute medius and piriformis stretch. This one is amazing if you ever have any sciatic pain. Really releases and opens. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you play with extending that left leg and flexing the left toes towards the face. Whatever feels good in your bodies. One more deep inhale. Stay hold for the exhale. If your left leg is extended, re-bend it and then lower it back down to the ground, removing that right leg. And then we'll rock the knees, windshield wiper them side to side. Setting up for the left side, inhale, left leg will figure four over the right. And then we'll interlace the fingers behind that right hamstring, pressing that left elbow into that left thigh. Again, staying here or choosing to straighten and then flex the right toes. One more full round of breath here. That right leg is extended. Begin to bend that right leg and then release the foot back down to the ground, removing the left leg off of the right thigh. Windshield wiper the leg side to side. Taking a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, hugging the knees into the chest, wind removing pose. Maybe you keep that rhythm of movement. Maybe you find stillness. You choosing what your body needs tonight. Finding stillness, we'll move into happy baby, grabbing the inner arches of the feet and then opening the thighs, trying to pull the knees towards the earth. Maybe you take a bit of movement, rocking side to side. Happy babies, in my opinion, they don't stay still. They rock. They're playful. They're creative. One more full round of breath here. And stay hold for the exhale. Hugging the knees back into the chest. A deep inhale, bringing your forehead to the top of your thighs. Sipping in as much air as you can. And then as you release, bursting out, taking up as much space into your Shavasana. Making sure the shoulder blades are underneath the chest. Allowing your feet to flop open. Releasing any tension you might be holding between the eyebrows, the jaw, the face. Slowly begin to bring life back to the body. The toes, the fingers, maybe circling the wrists. Taking a deep inhale with a good morning stretch, reaching your arms over your head. And then as you exhale, going to one side or the other, coming into a fetal position, cradling your head with your bicep. Taking a moment to press the reset button with the end of something wonderful. There's always a new beginning, a new reset. Taking your top hand and pressing it firmly into the floor, guiding your way to a comfortable seated position. Palms can be on the thighs or in heart center. A slight bow of the chin. Taking one more collective breath in through the nose. With an open mouth exhale. Raising your thumbs to your third eye. And then back down to your heart space with the bow of the chin. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this practice this evening. It is always truly a joy and a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Namaste.